Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Vocational Voiceover. I'm your host, Thomas Birch, and I'm joined here by
Ash,
Alex,
and Chris.
And today, instead of having a predetermined topic that we're going to talk about, instead, we're going to spin a little wheel of topics, and whatever topic the wheel lands on, we're going to talk about. So let's get into it.
Yeah, funny wheel.
Let's do this.
The funny wheel.
The wacky wheel.
the goofy wheel.
It is. And let's see.
You know,
It lands on school.
yay.
School. We're talking about school.
So we're talking about school.
We're in school.
We are, in fact, in school.
All right, that's
This
it. That's the end of the episode.
Everyone, goodbye. Welcome to. So, whenever it comes to school, how have your school experiences thus far, up until now, been?
Beautiful. Well, why'd you all get silent after that?
I mean, because you just said beautiful.
Yeah,
and I'm not really
amazing.
sure what.
Not bad.
just
Pretty
took
nice.
the breath out of my. You just took the breath out of my chest.
Obviously.
You got it.
Yeah.
Took my breath away.
Every time.
Words out of my mouth, breath out of my chest.
Yep.
Brain
I'd
out
say
of my
personally
skull.
for myself, I'm pretty proud I've survived this long in school.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Proud of Alex too.
You can see the horrors in my eyes in the story. I don't need to say much.
Yeah, I'm assuming you didn't have a very
No, it was fine.
The,
Also-
You went to Buckeye.
the stone cold
a tiny bit
stare.
of an
We're gonna have to cut
intermission.
that
I
out.
can see Jason and Jaren
You do not want to know anything about
waving at the
Buckeye.
camera.
Yeah.
We can't talk trash about other schools right now. Let's not do that. Let's just-
Because that's not very ethical.
Man,
Yeah.
ethics
Except for
was... Ethics is confusing. We just
Yeah.
had an assignment on ethics.
Yeah, speaking of school, we actually just had an assignment that was an ethics case study.
Yeah.
That's
that's
exactly what
true.
Chris said, too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Let's make it a third round.
Oh,
That's the point.
yeah, obviously. Honestly, it is hard for me to even understand ethics. Sometimes it depends on what it is,
Mm-hmm.
because it's
Yeah.
hard to tell if it's. I don't know. I just can't understand it too well.
Well, I mean, it's as simple as like, do you think this thing is good? Do you think this thing is bad? Do
Yeah.
you think this thing is good in certain situations or bad in certain situations? It's just like morals. Like, what are your?
Yeah. Well, it seems simple from whenever you first look into it, but whenever you really look into it, it's like a little bit more complicated.
Yeah.
It twists your mind a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys end up doing your media ethics videos on?
Well, we were gonna do what was it? AI data
Yeah,
scrapping.
that's right. You couldn't do yours. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
But we were gonna do AI data scrapping,
Okay, that's
Mhm.
cool.
which was about, I think, whether or not like taking data or using AI for taking data off a website and using it for something else. That was our
If it's, like,
original thing,
moral.
but then we changed it to whether paywalls were
Moral or not?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good one actually, because paywalls are a bit like questionable. I'd say it really depends on the situation.
Yeah, with
Mhm.
the one we originally were gonna do, that was a bit complicated to see a good side to that, so we eventually switched it to the paywall.
Yeah, because you changed it to a topic that would have been easier
Yeah.
to take one side.
A topic that's like more in like the gray area.
You can take one side or
Yeah.
the other, and there's evidence for both of them.
Yeah.
But me and Ash actually just had our own. We actually just finished.
Pause.
Oh.
It's
the door.
good.
Yeah, I see that.
Don't worry about it.
I just
Have you
saw
ever
it so
seen it?
quickly and for 1 second.
I'm
and
not
it
Trust
turned
me.
my eye.
I'm
It's
just
good.
gonna let them leave that.
What
in.
did you
Yeah,
guys do your
yes,
assignments
yeah.
on?
Yeah, continuing.
So me and Tommy, we did like on how like canceling online is like
Yeah.
how there's like a lot of falsified stuff and like
Oh,
how
that's a
people
pretty
will
good
just
one,
like
actually.
if it's like moral to even cancel people online because like certain things it's kind of like like it's more so about the misinformation of it all, not even like so much like the actual act of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, personally, I think whenever I was researching that topic, I didn't think it would be as like as complicated as it was.
Yeah.
But then I actually researched it, and it was so like vast. There was so much information. I was like, wow, there's
Misinformation. All the information you read about misinformation, that was misinformation. Joke's on you.
oh no, I got bamboozled. No,
Yeah, they got you there.
It was a
Joke's on
trick
you.
all
I
along.
paid for the
It
paywall.
was a trick all
I paid
along.
for the paywall. I paid for the
Joke's
rights
on
to use a
you.
paywall.
The paywall was misinformation. They said $6. They just took $7,000 out of your bank account.
They took
Yes.
all of your money and your house.
And
It's
your
the
home.
best that way, though.
Your soul is being reclaimed by the IRS.
What about you, Alex? What did you do your assignment on? You can't remember, can you?
No, I do. It was like those. What?
Sorry.
It was like about school uniforms. What's your opinion on
Oh, yeah.
restriction clothing or
Sorry, you said school uniforms.
restricted clothing or just have just something to go by? Something to go by.
Calm down there.
You keep saying bad things. I
Say
can't help
bad
it.
word, get boo.
It's funny. But so you did like if it's like a good thing to have like school uniforms?
It was
or,
just basically like, yeah, it's something like that. Like,
Okay.
do you prefer just restricted clothing to express who you are as a
Yeah.
character, or just a straight line of clothing that is easy formed out and stuff?
that's a good topic, honestly, because that one's like very like debatable.
And not only that, my veil is way different from the rest of your guys's, because you had little resource of equipment, while mine was just
Didn't you
easy to do.
record yours entirely in like VR chat or
Yeah.
something?
And it looked well, and
It came out good.
yeah, my arm here is a little broken, but other than that, yeah, it turned out pretty well than I expected.
That's good.
Yeah, that is actually a really good topic to make a video like
was.
that on, because you can see both sides of the case. So on
Yeah.
from assignments to actual. What about instead we move on to like stuff like college, because college is still technically
yeah.
a school.
Yeah, it is a school. But
That is a good one, yeah, actually.
I haven't thought about college too much yet, but I know eventually I want to do something with like music in my life.
I mean,
Okay.
you don't
Like
really,
eventually.
it's cool.
you don't really need
have
to go
a-
to college after you're done with high school.
I can't remember which school, but there's a college in West Virginia that has a good music program. One of my friends just got in there. It's pretty affordable.
Nice.
Mm.
So,
For how much?
I don't know, I'd have to ask him. I just know he said it wasn't that bad.
I personally have not figured out what I'm doing with college at all. I might go, depending on what happens in the future, but most likely what I'll end
Yeah.
up doing is staying home, getting a job, making some money before I end up pursuing anything. Because the future's weird.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and that's the nice thing about being in multimedia, though, is there's so many different paths you could take. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's almost overwhelming with the amount.
I mean, yeah, it can get a little confusing. Because, like, even at home, like, I make money doing music, art, video editing. Like, I do all these just, like, random jobs and stuff. But, like, that's the nice thing about it, though, is you can have flexibility if you really want to find different positions and stuff and
Yeah.
get into different schools.
Yeah, flexibility like a certain frog.
No.
We don't talk about that. we don't talk about my music on the podcast.
I'm sorry. Well,
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
We already did once, but I don't need to do it again.
I guess, yeah, whenever it comes to multimedia, because you dabble in so many different skills that you can
Yeah.
you can really get a feel for each of them, and depending on which one you want, you can pursue that one in the future.
And that's the thing, you don't even have to like want one, because they all really tie into each other. Like if you're doing video editing, you're probably going to want to do graphic design too, because then you can do your own graphics for your video.
Same with
Or-
After Effects. Like
Yeah.
you want to learn that too.
Or like you're doing video editing, sure, you want to learn how to do your own music so you can make music so you don't get copyright struck or something, go for it. You can get jobs scoring films and making the soundtracks. You can get jobs doing VFX for films, like, you know.
Yeah, and there's even more options whenever it comes to stuff like BPA and skills. You can really just diversify what you're gonna do.
Yeah, didn't you want to go to Tom Savini's?
Yeah, I was going to
SFX
get
school?
to that.
Yeah.
Actually, there's two colleges that are literally right next to each other. One is the special effects stuff, which is literally like the show Face Off, while right across the sidewalk is a video production college, which then I
Okay.
actually could take both if that was an option.
Okay.
When I went on the tour, I went to both that college and that one. And they're like, yeah, you can take both as you're doing this little career plan.
I mean, yeah, that sounds awesome. Just be
And the
careful
stuff
with,
there
money.
at the special effects college were basically close to realistic. Actually,
Okay.
was realistic.
Well, yeah, it's Tom Savini's place. So
it was amazing.
going to be
going through there.
complicated. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Chris, you said you weren't sure where you wanted to go or anything?
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. All I know is that eventually I want to do stuff with like music.
That's fair enough. I know that my plan basically is I'm going to be moving like right after I finish school, so it's going to be weird, but I'm going to go to a community college first thing, and then I'm probably going to go for an audio production degree.
Nice.
Maybe a music business degree.
I do know a local community college that is,
Well, yeah, there's EGCC,
like right out in Stoneville. That's the one you were.
but I'm moving, remember?
Oh.
So
Just straight up moving. Just
I'm just skipping.
as
I
soon
mean,
as
I
you're
don't
done,
know if
you're
it
out
will
of
be
there.
in the local area or like outside the local area.
I'm
That's
going to
what
be
was
far
mentioned.
outside the local area, so.
Straight to
Like in
Texas.
another country.
Well,
Okay,
the other
fine,
country's
Los
waiting
Angeles.
till after
Oh yeah.
college and stuff.
Oh.
That's going to be a bit.
Mm.
But I am moving out of state, so
Nice.
Yeah.
Straight to Scotland.
not Scotland. Definitely not Scotland.
Straight to the moon.
If only.
If only.
Wonder what college is like on the moon. Kind of
Funny.
Oh no, I dropped my books and they float off into the vastness of space.
Looks like that's another $800 upcharge.
Sounds like Dwayne Johnson was there once.
Huh?
Probably. There's a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
don't
rocks.
get- Yeah,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
There's a lot of him.
Thank you, you got it.
There's Could you imagine going to the moon? There's just a bunch of tiny Dwayne the Rock Johnsons.
Yes.
Anyways, this is off topic.
Completely off
keep
topic.
moving.
Back on topic.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, it sounds like everyone has some semblance of an idea, except for Chris. I mean, but you're thinking on it. Though.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to figure it out. You got time. Like
Yeah.
you don't
I'm
gotta
not
go
trying-
straight into college.
I'm not trying to rush what I'm doing because
I mean, you got time.
yeah, if I accidentally like choose something I'm not interested in, it's gonna end up not working for me.
Yeah.
Also, did you hear that? I heard that.
Yeah, that's why I went.
I don't even know what's going on over there.
Mm.
It doesn't concern you.
Wait.
It doesn't concern
Oh.
me.
Let
It
me
doesn't concern any of us.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy our content, and keep watch for any of our future podcasts. And we'll see you next time. Later.